Hi guys, and welcome to today's video. So in today's video we are going to be going over about 15, maybe more, of my signature scents. And by signature scents, because you guys already know my disclaimer, you guys can wear whatever you want year round. These are more office friendly, they're more elegant, maybe classy, timeless, and I am going to be pairing them up with a character. I do have one person that isn't like a character, it's a person. And I am gonna have repeat offenders because I feel like every woman should at least have 4 perfumes, at the least 4. A true number 8. 8 perfumes, day, night, every season. A woman should have at least 8 perfumes in their collection. So you will, as I do videos like this, see some repeat offenders, and I'm just pairing them up to kind of make the video fun, because when it comes to signature scents, it's definitely going to be something different for everyone. Signature scents to me aren't for your perfume collector because it's something you wear like all the time. I used to have a signature scent. It's actually not in here. I've had several signature scents. I would say the one that was my longest was Giorgio Armani's Acqua di Gioia, but that one's not in here because I don't know. So I do have one honorable mention, which is dumb because again I have more than 10, but that is Prada La Femme. This was in my Boss Lady scents, and a lot of the scents in my Boss Lady scents could definitely be signature scent worthy, but I would say out of all of them, this one to me is very signature scent worthy. So if you saw my video, you already know who I paired this with. It's not going to change. And if you do not know who I paired this with, I will have my Boss Lady perfume video linked down below so you can see who I paired this one up with. But this is just a very beautiful white floral. There is a beeswax note that makes this sweet and kind of rich and bougie smelling. It's not like anything I have in my collection. It isn't like over the top, oh my god. It's just a signature scent with a note that makes it different in my opinion, and it is something that the longer it sits, the more sweeter it gets. So this was one that was very clean and fresh, and then that beeswax note in there kind of threw me off, but I'm really enjoying this scent, so that's why I decided to add this in my list. Okay, so first one is going to be a person, and I went ahead and picked both, but that is Narciso Rodriguez for her, and we have the Eau de Toilette and the Eau de Parfum. And the Eau de Toilette did come out first. It's very fresh, spicy, powdery, musky, and it's got like white florals in there, heavy on the musk. So if you don't like musk, you probably won't like this. This is also got kind of like a sharpness in the beginning, and one that I feel like, you know, people complain that they want something different, and then when they get it, people don't like it. So I feel like the more likable version is Narciso Rodriguez for her, and this is more of a rosy musk, and it's a little bit more softer. Like this one's more sharp, and this one has more of a softness to it. They smell similar, but again, this one's a little more rosy and soft, and this one I believe has amber, making it a little bit more deep and unique to me, and more little black dress worthy. So the person that I paired up with these is Marilyn Monroe. Something about Narciso Rodriguez kind of gives me like vintage vibes. I'm not saying that they smell vintage, but something about his scents, whatever it is, it just gives me vintage vibes. So when I pulled this out, I kind of knew I wanted someone classy, sophisticated, and from like back in the day. So Marilyn Monroe is who I thought of. This when she's wearing her classy, you know, outfits during the day, and this when she's wearing her little black dress. Sorry, I had to fix myself. And then next up is Coco Mademoiselle by Chanel, and I already knew that this scent was going to be in here, and I already knew who I was going to pair with this scent, and that is Blair Waldorf from Gossip Girl. Coco Mademoiselle is just a very timeless, beautiful, clean, crisp, patchouli heavy white floral. It's got a earthiness from the patchouli and like woodsy notes, and just again a timeless classic, one that I fell in love with in my early 20s, and I knew I was going to pair it with Blair Waldorf. I knew that where I had put Serena as the party boss lady. I mean, Blair is pretty boss and Gossip Girl, but she is more of the one that's classy, sophisticated, just always put together. So out of the two friends, she's another boss lady, but she's classy. So that's why I saved her for this round. Okay, and this next one is more of a fruity floral with like a boozy wineness to it. It's, I would say, more for someone in their 20s. Even though I love this scent and I'm almost in my 40s, this is more of a, it's not a mature scent, but it's one that you can definitely wear year round. I prefer this one at night, but I do think that the flankers are great for the day, Floral and Couture, and they still have the Mon Petit DNA. And who I paired up with this is...
Hi, I'm Elle Woods.
Elle Woods from Legally Blonde. And again, this is just that signature scent of kind of that bougie party girl like Elle Woods, but she also has that side to her where she's actually smarter than people think she is. So then you have your Floral, probably something that she would wear like while she's attending, you know, college.
Oh, Bruiser, it's so exciting. Look, Harvard.
Then I imagine this is just what she would wear maybe to go to the nail salon, you know, bend and snap. This is Couture. I will say out of all the flankers, the longevity on this one is not the best. It's basically Mon Petit, I would say more fresh and not as boozy and more of an easier grab. I honestly probably wouldn't repurchase Couture just because this one's just a lighter, fresher version of this one. And then we have Intensament. And I wanted to include this because this is her going to court. Like when she is in that pink dress in the courtroom. I imagine this is what she would be wearing. And this to me is, again, it smells a lot like the original. It's just got more red berries. It's a little bit, but it's not as boozy, which is weird. But this one is more red berries to my nose. So again, that is Mon Petit, and I paired these fruity florals up with Elle Woods from Legally Blonde. Okay, and then this next one I actually paired up with two characters. So I am going to be naming all the ladies from Friends. So if you can guess who goes with this one, this is Chloe Nomad. Go ahead and guess in the comments below. And the person who I paired up with this one is Phoebe from Friends. I just recently learned that the perfumer behind Nomad is Quentin Biche. If you guys don't know, Quentin Biche is the nose behind Delina, which I love. This is another great, unique scent. This is got a spiciness to it. It's your floral scent. It's kind of earthy, mossy. It actually smells mossy. There's a note of oak moss in here. It's citrus. When this dries down, it gets a little bit powdery. The longevity and performance on this perfume is also great. I wore this to get my taxes done with my husband, and everyone could smell this, and everyone had masks on. So this is one that will pierce through your mask. This is kind of a free spirit. I think they market it that way. That's why I paired this up with Phoebe from Friends. I also paired this up with Donna Pinciotti from That 70s Show. I don't know what it is, but this perfume gives me like 70s vibes. Not that I was around for the 70s, but just the style of the 70s, the flared pants, the kind of round glasses, and the messy hair. And the person I thought of immediately was Donna Pinciotti from That 70s Show. And that's gonna lead me into my next one. Okay, and then you know I had to have my girl Jackie Burkhart from That 70s Show, because if I'm gonna have Donna, I had to have Jackie. I love Jackie. Kind of identify with her character. She's theatrical, a little loud, bossy with Kelso, kind of like how I am with Dennis. I kind of knew I wanted to pair her with a Chanel because she's bougie, but she's also young. So I thought the perfect line was the Chanel Chance line, but I didn't want to pair her up with all of these. So I was going to pair her up with Eau Tendre. And I do have Chance, Eau Tendre, and I do have Eau Fraiche. And I felt like she needed Eau Vive. So I paired her up with Eau Vive because Eau Vive, to me, there is this spiciness to this one. that I knew I needed to pair with Jackie. She's got this spicy personality.
No. You don't just move on from Jackie Burkhart. I'm like the bottle. You need a 12-step program to break my spell.
Very bougie, and that is why I paired her up with this. Autange was just a little too played down for me, but Ovi fit the bill. So, okay, and then next we have Mon Guerlain by Garland, and this is the Eau de Parfum. I do have the Eau de Toilette. This is another great signature scent, but that one's a little bit more citrus and fresh, and I believe that one is being discontinued. So the person who I paired up with Eau de Parfum is Ali from The Notebook. So I knew I wanted to pair this up with her because this has kind of a sweetness. There is that, you know, Ali has that little toughness about her, that little sharpness to her, which is the citrus in here in the opening, but it's played down by the vanilla. There's lavender in here, but the lavender in here doesn't come off like masculine. When I thought of it, I thought of Ali from The Notebook. She's very beautiful, timeless, classy, in that blue dress, and she's kissing Noah, you know, in that scene in the rain. I just imagine this is what she would have on. Nothing too loud, something very light, airy, and feminine. All right, and then this next one is a pair. I did give this person 2 because she would have to. And I did pair this up with this person because of the name. But this is Ralph Lauren's Woman and Woman Intense. And I paired this up with Rachel from Friends. Rachel from Friends, as you know, is America's sweetheart. I think these are both very likable kind of scents like that. But also she worked at Ralph Lauren in the show. So that's really why I paired it up with her, because she worked for Ralph Lauren. So to me, she would definitely be rocking the latest from Ralph Lauren. Now, I will say that this is one of those times when the intense is the intense, but this is a really beautiful white tuberose. This is definitely signature scent worthy. It's aromatic, and then this one is a more intense version of that one. I wore this one at night when it had cooled down, and I do like it way better in cooler weather. I had gotten this during summer and I didn't like it, but now that it's cooled down here a little bit in Florida, I am enjoying this. Another thing that's beautiful about these is they're similar enough that you can wear this one during the day and just pop this one right on over it at night. So I do have a review on these. I did end up growing to love both of these. I wouldn't say I would necessarily buy big bottles of the intense version. I do prefer this one. This one to me is more signature scent worthy, and I would get like a larger bottle. This one grew on me. I noticed that when a scent is a like for me, I like to give it a little bit of time, because some of them do grow to be like loves, and this is a really beautiful signature scent. It's great for the office. This one's gonna be more night. Okay, and then this next one is Miss Dior's Absolutely Blooming. This is another beautiful fruity floral. It's got a little bit of that wine booziness that I love in my perfumes. And the person who I pair this up with is Cher from Clueless.
Ew! Get off of me! Ugh, as if!
So this scent to me leans more on the youthful side. Again, I'm almost 40. I wear this scent, but it is something that's a little bit more youthful to me. And I paired this up with Cher from Clueless just because, I don't know, I think it's because of the bottle. It just kind of reminds me of that scene when her friend comes out with that hat, even though I should have paired it up with her friend. But when I see this scent, I think of like the 90s and the girls, you know, where they would wear the knee-high socks and the little plaid skirts, little mini skirts, and just that classic Cher outfit is what I think of when I smell this. So I paired it up more for the outfit, I guess you could say. And I did want to include YSL's Libre Intense. The original could definitely be a signature scent, but I still find the original to be more boss lady. Feel like perfume companies hear you. You know, you want something unique, you want something different. And then YSL comes out with something edgy and people were like, it was boring. So what did they do? They made a more likable version. And that's why they keep pumping out more likable versions, because they're more mass appealing. So what did they do? They toned down the lavender and the citrus and they put vanilla. So this is a more, to me, signature scent worthy version. Although if I had to pick one, it would definitely be the original. This one is more likable. It's easier on the nose because of that vanilla. It doesn't have that like citrus burst in the opening. So the person who I paired up with this is Monica from Friends. And I paired Monica up with this because it still has that boss lady DNA, but not like who I paired this up with. And again, if you want to see who I paired this up with, check out my video. This is more, I feel like, Monica's speed. As you know, Monica always wants to be liked in the show. Like, I don't know if you remember when she started making like those chocolates for all the neighbors.
Okay, guys, the candy is coming. I just need another 15 minutes for the chocolate to cool.
She's someone that wants to be liked. And I feel like that's what this flanker does. It is not the intense version, it's the safer version of Liebd, and one that I think is more wearable and more everyday, and I do really enjoy the scent. Again, I want a backup of this one. It is one that I paired with her because this, as a lot of people have mentioned, this bottle is like very 90s. I knew I wanted a 90s character for this one. This is citrus, this is lavender, this has tonka bean in it. It's just a cozier, warmer version of Liebd. This is newer to my collection and quickly became like a signature scent. This next one is more funny. I like this scent a lot, but it was a disappointment. When the first release of this came out, people were like, oh my God. They tried to redo it. And I think that they redeemed themselves, but that is Gabrielle Essence, and that is by Chanel. And I paired this up with Janice from Friends. I paired this up with Janice because I feel like with Gabrielle, they tried to do something different and it just didn't work out. It kind of annoyed a lot of people, kind of like Janice's character in Friends. So this one was more fun. Again, the scent is likable, but it annoyed a lot of people. So Janice to me could be likable, but she annoys a lot of people. I get it. It's not your typical Chanel. It's kind of mainstream. But that one was more for fun. Now we're down to my last two. One of them was like a love at first sniff. And I was shocked at how much I love this scent. And that is Maison Lane Jasmine Marzipan. I got a sample of this and I didn't even finish the sample. And I needed to have this in my collection. So as soon as a sale was going on, I snatched this up right away. This is a beautiful jasmine scent. And what I love about this is that this is a powerhouse. This scent projects. This is another one that I wore out to test. And someone told me at Publix that I smelled good. So this is another one that pierces through masks. This projects, leaves a beautiful sillage. And it's just a stunning scent. Is it anything out of this world? To me it is, but to a lot of people it's not. But for the price, I can wear this year round. I will get my use out of this one. This is, again, white floral. This is jasmine. It's musky. This isn't something that I get, it's not too fruity to me. Like I get citrus, but it's not like fruity, like juicy fruit. This is jasmine. This is jasmine done right. This is a beautiful jasmine scent. Jasmine can be tricky sometimes. So when I was thinking of who to pair this up with, I let my imagination kind of go. And I imagine that beautiful scene with the music. It's gotta be everything. So let me set the scene for you. It's snowing and there's this young woman kind of dancing in the snow, and there's just this music in the background that only Tim Burton can make. And that beautiful woman dancing in the snow is Kim from Edward Scissorhands, played by Winona Ryder. Edward Scissorhands is one of my favorite movies. Growing up, I have a lot, but it's one of my favorite movies, and this is more of a scene. When I think of Jasmine, I think white. So she's in that beautiful white dress, and even look at the bottle. It's kind of like when he cuts up the ice. All right, and then last, I think you guys know what my last signature scent's gonna be. If you think you know, go ahead and guess in the comments below. All right, so for my last signature scent, that is Delina by Parfum de Mali. And you do not have to understand the hype. This is categorized as a fruity floral. You guys know, if you've seen my reviews, I consider this a tart floral. tart fruity floral. Like, this isn't juicy fruity. This is tart. This is rhubarb. This is lychee. There is a powderiness to this one that I favor over Exclusive. This is more of the powder that I enjoy. Exclusive comes off very baby powder on my skin. Because I know on other people's skin, it's more creamy. I don't get that. This is my baby. And I knew it needed to go to a rose. So the person who I paired Delina up with is Rose from Titanic. I just think that this needed to go with a timeless, classy woman. And just from the bottle to the juice, I already knew that this was another perfume that was going to go into this video, and I already knew right away it was going to go to Rose. This perfume is Rose from Titanic. Like, I will not be able to now not look at this perfume and think of Rose from Titanic, because I associate things like that. I could bathe in this. This is gorgeous, and she's gorgeous. So that is who I paired up with Delina, because I just knew that this needed a certain special lady. So those are my top signature scents at the moment. Some, you know, are scents I wouldn't replace, like this one, but I want to include them because they're still signature scent worthy. But let me know in the comments below, guys, what are some of your favorite signature scents? What are scents that you enjoy wearing year round? Again, perfume is very personal to everyone, so you can wear whatever you want. These are just scents that, to me, for your everyday consumer, definitely scents that you can wear year round. But that will do it for today's video. I hope you liked it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you like me and haven't already subscribed to my channel, I would really appreciate it if you subscribed. Click that notification bell so you know when I upload. Until next time, guys.